Hola, hi. Another beginning of a week, another Monday. Many people don't like Mondays. I have to think of Garfield, if that says something to you, the cat that used to say, I hate Mondays. And so I have the fitting subject for a Monday, dealing with overwhelm. To be honest, I think that many people are dealing with overwhelm on many different levels, and I for sure have realized that I'm dealing with overwhelm a great deal, and it kind of has intensified, or I don't know whether it has intensified or I have become more aware of it. And I think that it's very easy to somehow go into denial and saying to yourself, you shouldn't feel overwhelmed, you should be a functioning member of society, which is kind of, I guess, gaslighting yourself, right? And not facing up to the reality, how exhausted, because often overwhelm is linked with exhaustion or fear or a combination of both. And I've just come to the realization, as long as you actually deny that you're in overwhelm, or that is a big thing right now, there's nothing you really can do about it. I think it's very easy to just kind of push it away, because we live in such a society that wants you to be busy and functioning. And so it kind of feels very shaming to admit that you're in overwhelm, because usually when you're in overwhelm, it's very hard to make decisions, to move forward on certain important subjects, and just everything feels too much. And so either we go in complete denial, or we do a combo of going into denial and also then beating ourselves up because we feel like we are stuck and we are not moving forward. And instead of looking at the reasons why we are in overwhelm and kind of bringing compassion to it, or I think the most challenging part of this is kind of inviting that part of ourselves that feels so overwhelmed in and kind of listen to it. There's a reason for this. And when I look at what's been happening in my own life in the past years, in the months leading up to until I found a safe space to live again, I'm not surprised that I'm in overwhelm, and that it is very hard for me to make decisions and to move forward on certain things in my life, that there has been too many ongoing challenges. And I think that, for example, when you're dealing with a constant, like it is for quite a few people here, a constant barrage of symptoms, for example, or chronic illness, that in and of itself is tiring on top of everything else. And for other people, it might be other things, always having the responsibility for everyone, having to make the decision for the whole family, or having to regulate emotionally everyone. There are many factors that lead to overwhelm. I think personally, a great factor is also when you have the feeling you have to deal with everything on your own, and there's not enough actual and emotional support there that helps you to get through the challenges you're facing at the moment. And to be honest, I think that is an issue for most people, that they don't have the support they deserve. And so that feeling of having to somehow get through this on your own is, in my opinion, a huge contributing factor in feeling overwhelmed. And that is not your fault. I think it's on a societal level a huge problem, if I'm really being honest. And so I can't, and I don't want to tell you how to get out of overwhelm, because I'm not quite sure, but I for sure know if you are in denial, or if you kind of get angry with yourself, or if you feel ashamed about being in that state, that all makes it worse. And to kind of, the first thing is admitting that you do feel like it, look at the factors that contributed to it, and then also be very clear, because most of the cases, it's not your fault, it's not you. There's a lot of stuff that has happened that got you into that place. And I think if you can do that for yourself, to be very clear on, yes, I am in overwhelm, I will get out of it again, but now I give a lot of acceptance to this state, and I'm very clear on, there's nothing shameful about this, and it is not my fault. It is not your fault. I think that's really, really important one. And when these factors are in place, I'm very positive that we can find the next step that kind of is nourishing and feels good to us, to slowly but surely move out of that state of continuous exhaustion and overwhelm. Let me tell me what your relationship with overwhelm is. Did that resonate with you? What I've been telling, I would love to hear. And also, I wanted to remind you that this coming Sunday, 1st of September, I'm having a free online gathering I'm calling Dreamy Cappuccino, where we can talk about subjects like just this one, or anything you want to talk about, really. It's like we're just having an informal chat, or you can bring your art or poem or whatever you would like to share. It's a small group. It's an opportunity to get to know me. There's only 6 places and there's still a few left. So I will put the link in the description. Please do reserve a seat if you want to come. It's at 4 p.m. That's Lisbon time. Okay, this is Anja. Join me on the journey as an artist and creative entrepreneur, from hiding to thriving. Have a good day. Bye-bye.